You want to get into the electric car market? Well, Ford has a great option for you. Why get a Model Y when you can get a Ford Mach-E? This is a beautiful addition to the Mustang line. Standing here in this emerald green with a premium trim quality is what we're going to be looking at specifically today. And you can tell that it's a Mach-E because of the signature Mustang headlights that you will see even on the muscle car, and this big giant Mustang badge in the middle that it wears quite prominently. This thing also comes with a good bit of range, being 250 until you get the extended range, which is going to put that a lot higher. Looks wise, I think it looks pretty stellar up here with this traditional electric car feeling, as well as you have a frunk hidden underneath this hood. No engine underneath because you don't need an engine. This is an electric car, no combustion engine required. Now, moving on to the side, there's going to be a few key things I want to point out that do look quite nice. You're going to have the Mustang Mach-E badging down here. If you get an all-wheel drive, it'll tell you right here with the 4xe, I believe, on the side. You're going to have your charging port here, which you can charge almost anywhere. There's actually an adapter that Ford sells, giving you guys the ability to charge it at Tesla supercharger stations throughout the city, so it's nowhere near as hard of a hassle to find what you need to charge your Mach-E, making it way more convenient to drive. So thank Tesla for that, because we get to use their nice infrastructure to keep our Mach-E's running. Now, moving on to the back here with the trunk, there's going to be a few key features that I want to talk about, being the Mustang tail lights that you will see on the muscle car as well, which I think look great. One of my favorite little things is on the Mustang, when you turn on the turn signals, it will go from here over, and it just looks kind of nice in my opinion. A fun little feature. Moving on, the Mustang badging back here in the black, as well as plenty of cargo space up here, which I think is great, because if the frunk doesn't fit it, then you can fit it back here. There is so much room back here that you can fit whatever you need. Now, moving on to the side for a final time before we step into the car, I do want to point out getting into the car may be a little confusing at first, because where are the door handles? Well, the Mach-E doesn't have door handles. It has a button you can press and this little thing to pull, letting you get into this vehicle quite nicely. And if you want to go inside, we can take a look at some of the cool things inside of here. Now, inside of the Mach-E, you're going to have this big infotainment screen here, which is going to control a lot. It's responsive, it is nice, there's games, there's YouTube, there's your radio, there's all the features you could ever need on the inside of here, as well as the way to turn on and off the driving sound, because for a lot of people, it is harder going to an electric car when your car doesn't make audible noise. So Ford has included something to let you hear electric car noises to kind of supplement that in your world. But the one thing I do want to talk about that we definitely beat Tesla on in the Ford family here is going to be this gauge cluster right here. Most Teslas do not have a gauge cluster. You are staring at this screen in the middle, but this is super nice. It is compact. It still feels like an electric car. It is just overall a great little gauge cluster, giving you your speed and all of that, your lane keeping assist, and whatever you need on the inside of here, just giving you a little bit more to look at without feeling so empty. Materials in here are quite comfortable. These are some of the most comfy seats in the Ford lineup, in my opinion, as well as the materials are just nice overall, with a good sound system with the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Just overall, the Mach-E is a great vehicle to get into if you're looking for an electric car. You don't necessarily want to go with Tesla or some of the other brands that have electric cars, because Mach-E and Ford are really ahead of the game. So if you do like what you see here, don't be afraid to buy one of these cars. I can wholly recommend it.